Top 8 Best Way to Stop Frequent Urination at Night. You wake up at 1 a.m., then again at 3. By morning, you've been up 2 or 3 times just to use the bathroom, and the day hasn't even started. Many people assume this is just part of getting older, but waking up often to urinate at night is a medical condition called Nocturia, and it's more than just an inconvenience. As we age, our bodies produce less of a hormone called ADH, which normally helps us make less urine at night. At the same time, other changes like an enlarged prostate, fluid buildup in the legs, certain medications, or even late-day habits can quietly push the bladder to work overtime while you try to sleep. The result? Poor sleep, daytime fatigue, and in some cases, a higher risk of falls or blood pressure problems. But the good news is, you're not stuck with this. In today's video, we'll share 8 practical, doctor-recommended strategies that are helping seniors sleep through the night again naturally, gently, and with confidence. Let's begin. Way number 1. Limit fluids. Before bedtime. If you find yourself waking up multiple times each night to use the bathroom, even though you feel tired and ready to sleep, it might be time to look at how much and when you're drinking fluids. One of the most overlooked causes of nighttime urination is simply drinking too much too late, especially within the 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less of a hormone called ADH, which normally signals the kidneys to slow down urine production at night. With less ADH, your body keeps making urine even when you're trying to rest. Think of your bladder like a balloon. During the day, it fills and empties on a regular rhythm, but when you drink a full glass of water, tea, or even wine close to bedtime, you overload that balloon. And unlike during the day, your bladder doesn't have as much help from gravity or movement to manage the pressure. That's why even small amounts of fluid late at night can lead to big interruptions in your sleep. To give your bladder a break, try finishing most of your hydration by early evening. After 6 p.m., focus on small sips if you're thirsty, and avoid drinks that act as diuretics like coffee, green tea, black tea, and alcohol. These stimulate the kidneys to make more urine, even hours later. Instead, consider a few calming sips of chamomile or warm water if needed. Making this one change can help reset your body's natural rhythm and support deeper, more peaceful sleep. If this tip feels doable for you, type number 1 in the comments so I know you're giving it a try tonight. Way number 2. Elevate your legs in the evening. If you've noticed your legs feel heavy or swollen during the day, and yet you find yourself urinating more at night than during daytime, it may be your body's way of redistributing fluids. During long periods of sitting or standing, gravity pulls fluid down into the lower parts of your legs, especially in the ankles and calves. That fluid doesn't disappear, it simply waits. And when you lie down at night, the pressure changes, and your body begins reabsorbing that trapped fluid. Where does it go? Straight to your bladder. Think of your legs like a pair of water tanks. Throughout the day, they slowly fill up. But when you raise them, say by reclining or propping them on pillows, you gently release the pressure, allowing the fluid to flow back through your bloodstream and get processed before you go to bed. This means less work for your bladder at night and fewer interruptions to your sleep. To help with this process, try elevating your legs for 30 to 60 minutes in the evening. Ideally, your legs should be slightly above heart level. You can use a recliner, a stack of firm pillows, or even the edge of a couch. For those who deal with chronic swelling, compression stockings during the day may also help prevent fluid buildup. It's a small shift, but it can make a big difference. If this tip caught you by surprise or gave you a new insight, comment number 2 below. I'd love to know who's giving this a try tonight. Way number 3. Try double voiding before bed. Have you ever used the bathroom, gone to bed, and then just 10 minutes later felt the urge to go again? This is often a sign that your bladder didn't fully empty the first time, a common issue as we age. The muscles responsible for squeezing the bladder can become weaker or slower, leaving behind a small amount of urine known as residual urine. That leftover urine can trigger another urge shortly after, interrupting your rest just as you begin to settle into sleep. One simple way to work around this is something called double voiding. It's exactly what it sounds like. After your first trip to the bathroom, wait a few minutes ideally while brushing your teeth or preparing for bed, then go again, even if the urge isn't strong. That second attempt often helps release the leftover urine the bladder didn't expel the first time, giving you a more complete emptying and a better chance of sleeping through the night. This technique may sound too simple to matter, but it's backed by both clinical experience and practical success. In fact, Jerry from Ohio, age 73, shared that this one change helped him sleep through the night for the first time in over 5 years. For him, it felt like getting his nights and his energy back. If you've experienced that frustrating pattern of getting up twice within 30 minutes, this may be your key to peace. Give it a try tonight, and if this idea resonates with you, type number 3 in the comments so I know you're with me. Way number 4. Adjust your diet. Sometimes, the urge to urinate at night doesn't come from how much you drink, but what you eat. If you've been cutting back on fluids but still find yourself waking with urgency, the cause might be hidden in your meals. Certain foods, especially acidic fruits, spicy dishes, artificial sweeteners, and caffeine can quietly irritate the bladder lining. This irritation makes the bladder more sensitive and prone to signaling go even when it's only partially full. One of the most overlooked culprits is the evening meal. Many seniors enjoy foods like tomatoes, citrus, salsa, or a bit of chocolate before bed, innocent as they seem. These ingredients can all stir up bladder sensitivity. Add in a diet soda or sugar-free dessert with artificial sweeteners, and your bladder may stay active long into the night. A better path forward is to gently shift toward anti-inflammatory foods that soothe rather than provoke. Options like warm oatmeal, soft cooked vegetables, steamed pears, and a small cup of chamomile tea in the evening can calm the digestive system and reduce bladder activity. Linda, age 72, had no idea her nighttime urination was connected to her favorite pasta sauce, but after keeping a simple food diary for a week, she spotted a pattern every time she ate tomato-based meals. Her bladder acted up at night. Making one change gave her deeper sleep and a lot less frustration. If you've never connected your diet to your bladder health, this might be your breakthrough. If you're curious to explore this for yourself, type number 4 in the comments and maybe start that food journal tonight. Way number 5. Train your bladder. If you notice that you feel the urge to urinate too quickly even when your bladder shouldn't be full, it might be time to retrain the bladder's rhythm. Many people, especially as they get older, develop a pattern of going just in case or responding immediately to even mild urges. Over time, this teaches the bladder to signal too early, leading to more frequent bathroom trips during the day and, often, more wake-ups at night. The good news is, this can be reversed gently and naturally through a process known as bladder training. Bladder training works by gradually extending the time between urination, helping your bladder hold more and reduce unnecessary urgency. You begin by identifying your current pattern, how often you go, and then use a timer or a simple journal to track your progress. Let's say you currently go every hour. Try delaying that by 10 minutes for a few days, then slowly increase to 90 minutes, then 2 hours. Over time, this helps stretch the bladder and teach it to wait longer before sending the signal. The science behind this is surprisingly straightforward. Your bladder has muscle memory. It learns routines based on your behavior. If it's trained to empty too early, it will keep doing so. But with consistency and patience, you can reshape those signals. Just like building strength in your arms or legs, the bladder's capacity and control can improve with regular, intentional effort. Research in urology has shown that bladder training can significantly reduce both daytime frequency and nocturia episodes in older adults. Think of it like teaching a dog to wait again. It may take some repetition, but it's absolutely possible. The key is not to ignore strong urges, but rather to challenge the ones that come too early. Breathe through the sensation, give your body a chance to adapt, and track your progress. Over time, your bladder will learn a calmer, more spacious rhythm. If this step feels right for you, type number 5 in the comments and know that you're gently reclaiming your comfort, one moment at a time. Way number 6. Review your medications. If you've recently noticed a sudden increase in nighttime trips to the bathroom, especially after starting a new medication, it may not be your bladder changing, but your prescription schedule. Many common medications can quietly affect your urinary habits without you realizing it. Some of the biggest culprits include diuretics, which are often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart failure. These medications are designed to help your body release extra fluid, but if taken too late in the day, they can keep your bladder active well into the night. Other medications, such as corticosteroids and certain antidepressants, may also increase urine production or irritate the bladder, even if that's not their primary purpose. This doesn't mean the medications are bad or that you should stop taking them, far from it, but it does mean the timing of when you take them matters more than many people realize. Taking a diuretic in the morning, for example, gives your body time to process and flush excess fluid while you're awake, rather than overnight when you're trying to rest. Think of it like watering your garden. If you water it at night, the soil stays soggy, and the roots may struggle. But if you water in the morning, everything gets the hydration it needs, with time to absorb and drain properly before the day ends. Your body works in a similar rhythm. Giving your medications the right timing helps your systems run smoothly without waking you up unnecessarily. If you suspect your medications might be affecting your sleep, don't make any changes on your own. Instead, speak with your doctor or pharmacist. They may be able to adjust the dosage time or suggest alternatives that work better for your body's natural schedule. It's a small conversation that can make a big difference in your sleep and daily comfort. If this feels like something you'll check tonight, type number 6 in the comments, and remember, small timing shifts can lead to big relief. Way number 7, move more during the day. If you find yourself urinating more at night than during the day, it could be a sign that your body isn't moving enough while the sun is up. For many older adults, long hours of sitting, whether it's reading, watching television, or resting, can lead to fluid buildup in the lower body, especially in the legs and pelvic region. When you finally lie down at night, that fluid shifts and re-enters your bloodstream, eventually ending up in your bladder. The result? Multiple nighttime trips to the bathroom, even though your days feel relatively calm. Movement is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to support your urinary health. You don't need intense workouts or long gym sessions, just gentle, consistent activity. Try adding movement snacks throughout your day. Light walking around the house every 30 to 45 minutes, gentle stretching, or even standing and rolling your ankles while watching TV. These small motions help improve circulation, reduce swelling, and keep fluids moving steadily instead of pooling in your tissues. It's also important to care for the pelvic floor muscles, which play a key role in bladder control, especially for men with enlarged prostates. BPH. Weak pelvic floor muscles can make it harder to fully control urination. Simple exercises like gently tightening the muscles you'd use to stop urine flow, holding for a few seconds, then releasing can strengthen this area over time. These can be done quietly while sitting or lying down, and they truly make a difference when practiced regularly. Think of it this way. The chair may feel comforting, but too much stillness robs your body of rhythm. Don't let the chair steal your freedom. Movement isn't just about strength, it's about circulation, control, and feeling alive in your own body. If you're ready to give your body a little more motion today, type number 7 in the comments and take that first gentle step toward better rest tonight. Way number 8, create a bedtime routine that calms the bladder. If you've ever felt tired but strangely restless before bed and noticed that the more anxious or overstimulated you feel, the more often you need to pee, you're not imagining it. The connection between your mind and your bladder is very real. When your brain is stressed, it releases cortisol, a hormone that can stimulate the bladder and make it more reactive, even when it's not full. This is why you might feel the constant urge to urinate, especially at night, even if you haven't had much to drink. The good news is that just as stress can increase bladder urgency, calming your nervous system can help reduce it. That's where a bedtime routine becomes so valuable, not just for sleep, but for your bladder too. Begin by creating a gentle wind-down ritual at the same time each evening. Try a warm bath. Listen to soft music or a guided meditation. Sip a small cup of non-caffeinated, non-diuretic tea like chamomile, and dim the lights in your home. These small signals tell your body that it's safe to relax, and they help shift your nervous system out of alert mode and into rest mode. Just as important as what you do is what you avoid. In the hour before bed, try stepping away from screens, upsetting news, or tasks that demand mental energy. Blue light from TVs and phones disrupts melatonin production, while emotional stimulation keeps the brain wired, not rested. For many people, even a few nights of tech-free, calming routines can lead to fewer nighttime bathroom trips and a deeper, more restorative sleep. Remember this: your bladder listens to your brain. When your mind is agitated, the bladder becomes more reactive. But when your thoughts slow down and your breath softens, so does the urge. If this idea speaks to you and you're ready to calm both mind and body tonight, type number 8 in the comments. You deserve a night that ends in peace, not interruption. When we talk about frequent nighttime urination, we're not just talking about trips to the bathroom. We're talking about the quiet disruption of your sleep, your peace, and often your sense of independence. Waking up 2 or 3 times each night may seem small, but over time, it wears on your energy, your mood, and your quality of life. That's why addressing nocturia isn't just about the bladder, it's about restoring your rest, your rhythm, and your confidence. The 8 steps we've shared today are not meant to work in isolation. They're part of a whole-body approach to healing, one that respects the way your systems work together. From adjusting fluid intake to calming your nervous system, from retraining your bladder to rethinking medication timing, each change sends a gentle signal to your body. You're safe. You can rest now. No single tip may solve the problem overnight, but together, they build a stronger foundation for your body to recover and regain its rhythm. Your bladder is not broken. It's not too late. It may simply be responding to mixed messages from stress, from routine, from long-held habits that no longer serve you. And with just a little patience, a bit of curiosity, and small daily choices, you can begin to see real, lasting improvements. Many older adults have reclaimed restful nights by trying these steps, and you can too. It's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about showing your body that it matters. Of course, for some people, even the best routines may not be enough, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you failed. It simply means your body may need a little extra support. For now, take a moment to notice which of the 8 steps feels most doable for you today. Start with just one. Your sleep matters. Your comfort matters. And every small improvement is a quiet win. You are not broken. And no matter what you've been told, waking up all night to use the bathroom is not something you just have to accept with age. Your body is still capable of change, and your bladder still responds, especially when it feels supported, not judged. Good sleep is not a luxury. It's part of health, healing, and dignity. Even 1 or 2 better nights a week can lift your energy, improve your focus, and brighten your mood. The truth is, you don't need a dramatic overhaul. Sometimes, it starts with one small shift: drinking water a little earlier, swapping out one bladder-irritating food, or propping your legs up before bed. These are quiet acts of care that, over time, help your body relax and restore. They tell your bladder, you're not in danger, you can rest. Thank you for staying with me tonight, and for taking your health seriously with both curiosity and kindness. You deserve peaceful nights and steady days. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and tap the bell icon so you don't miss future videos like this. Let me know in the comments. Which of the 8 tips will you try first? I read every reply and love hearing your progress. And if you're ready to take the next step, don't miss our next video on the top 3 medications for nocturia, because for some, that extra support makes all the difference.